Hello everyone, welcome back to the third training vlog. So, my plan was to make vlogs for every training session, but man, making these vlogs is harder and takes longer than I anticipated. It's not because there's something special about them, but I just suck at it. I currently train 4 times a week, but I only managed to finish 2 vlogs last week because it's been quite challenging for me. I've never been a talkative guy, so I'm not very articulate. I'm not very good at speaking, even in my native language, let alone in English. But I really want to change that. For now, I'll keep making these vlogs and keep improving. Hopefully, I can finish all 4 this week. Anyway, let's get into the training. Today is week 2, day 1, primary squat followed by secondary pull session. As always, I started my session with a warm-up. Nothing too special, just got my body moving, mobilized each joint, got the blood flowing, and prepared my body for the main workout. I'm in this for the long haul, so I'm trying my best to not get injured and make sure to warm up properly because warming up plays a huge role in injury prevention. It also makes me feel better and perform better during my training. Onto today's main exercise, squats. The rep scheme is the same as last week, 4 sets of 6 plus, which means 3 sets of 6 reps, followed by an AMRAP set. Last week, I hit 12 reps at 66 kg on the AMRAP set, which is 6 extra reps. So, I'll be adding 6% of my 1 rep max, which is around 6 kg. And the closest I can get to that additional weight with the plates I have is 72.9 kg, and that will get the job done. But before I started the working sets, I did a couple warm-up sets, beginning with an empty bar and gradually ramping up to the working weights. This process helps prepare my body to handle the heavier loads. Since my working weights for today is not that heavy, I just did a couple warm-up sets. And this was my last warm-up sets. The last warm-up set is done, it's time for the working sets. 3 sets of 6 reps followed by an all-out AMRAP set with 72.9 kg. The third set is done, and now comes the AMRAP set, the most crucial one, as it will determine the weight jump for next week and drive progress. Let's see how many reps I can get. That was rough. I'm still not used to high rep squats. It was hard to regulate my breathing and brace properly, and my cardio definitely needs work. But in the end, I got 11 reps, 5 extra reps, which means I'll add 5% of my 1 rep max, which is around 5 kg for next week. For now, let's move on to the second exercise, a developmental variation for the pull-up. That's top pull-ups. This variation is perfect to teach you to initiate the pull from a dead hang without any momentum, since you have to pause at the bottom for each rep. It eliminates the momentum carried from rep to rep basis. I aimed for a 3 count pause before starting each pull, though I tried not to overthink it to avoid distracting myself from the exercise itself, which would defeat the purpose from doing it in the first place. This week's plan was to perform 4 sets of 12 reps at RPE 7, adding an extra set from last week. Unlike the main lifts, which progressed by increasing intensity with extra weight from week to week, the developmental variations progressed through volume. In the Bull Mastiff program, Bromley called this approach volumizing, meaning the weights and reps remain mostly constant, while an extra walking set added each week. For this week, I chose more conservative weights because last week's 7.9 kg and 5.3 kg were much harder than the prescription. This variation really humbled me, especially with the higher rep range, which I hadn't done in a while. So, for this week, I used 2.7 kg for each working sets. Now, enjoy the rest of the working sets. With that, all the dead stop pull-up sets were done. Everything went smoothly and ended up right around the prescribed RPE 7. Since today's sets went so well, I might use 5.3 kg as the walking weight for the next week, at least for the first couple of sets. The plan for next week is 5 by 12 at RPE 8. We'll see how it goes. Now, moving on to accessory exercises. First up are the band of rows, the accessory for the pull-ups. The horizontal pulling patterns really complement all the vertical pulling work from the main and secondary lifts. This different pulling path promotes well-rounded back development by targeting the back from a different angle, helping to address potential weaknesses. Additionally, I do bend over rows to strengthen my lower back and teach my body to hinge properly, as these have been weak areas for a while. The accessory exercises in this program progress similarly to the variation lifts through volumizing. This means I add an extra working set while maintaining the same rep range. This week, I did 3 sets of 15 on the band of rows. Then, moving on to the accessories for the legs, I supersetted good mornings with reverse Nordics. Learning from last week's mistake, I started the superset with the good mornings, a compound exercise that requires more coordination and bracing. This week, I also reduced the weight from 42 kg to 36 kg to really focus on the technique, ensuring a proper hinge and engaging my hamstrings. Next, I followed it up with reverse Nordics to isolate the quads. By doing the reverse Nordics after the good mornings, the cardio demand is reduced since it's an isolation exercise. I performed these supersets for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Then I did a couple of exercises for the core to finish today's session. I started with 3 sets of hanging leg or knee raises, working my abdominals dynamically through the full range of motion. After that, I did 3 sets of suitcase carries to strengthen my core isometrically and twitch it to stabilize properly. Finally, I did some quick post-training posing to wrap up the day. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.